What's up, my fellow excursioners? We're here, part 4. We are working on the electrical system for part 4. The whole plan is to get the truck wired up from the starter battery all the way back to the auxiliary batteries, and then also get the auxiliary batteries kind of wired up to the whole switch panel wired up to diesel heater, water pump, and probably install a water pump in this video as well. We're gonna start off, the first thing we need to do is connect the 2 batteries in the rear. We're gonna connect them in parallel, so red to red, black to black. 2 gauge wire right here. It's quite thick. We got 30 feet of this. It's gonna run from the front of the truck to the rear of the truck. The first part is just gonna connect the 2, so we're gonna cut a little piece here, just enough to connect the red terminal of the one auxiliary to the other auxiliary. I got these copper fittings here. We're gonna put this in like so, and we're gonna crimp it and solder it down. So I cut off a little bit, maybe not enough. You can see here, I want just a little bit more. I don't want too much rubber in there. So I'm gonna cut up a little more. But I love the solder gun, right? But I just feel like this might work better. So we're gonna put that piece in here. We're just gonna blow a torch, heat it up, put a whole bunch of solder in there, put the cable in there, then crimp it. I'm not an electrician. Don't know if this is the right way or not, but I was told to use solder, so we're gonna use some. And this is the quickest way to do it, I think. Make a nice pool of solder at the bottom. Oh yeah. That's lovely. Look at that. Done. So that's going to be very hot, so we're not going to touch that right now, but we can do the crimping part of it. Someone's calling. Hey, it's my dad. He's on YouTube. What's up, Dad? The batteries hooked up together and wired up part of the battery or part of the switch controller, so you can see. Pretty sweet. It's reading. Oh, it's hard to tell because it's LED, but it says 12.9 volts, so we're good. Turn those on and off. They're not wired to anything right now, but they do light up when they're on, so that's cool. This is what we just finished, so you can see red to red, black to black. Still gotta wire up everything to the main truck, but yeah, little project done for the night. Okay, we're wiring up the truck. So this is what we're working on right now. Got this sweet North Star starter battery. You can see here we got the fuse, the auxiliary battery. I'm trying to figure out exactly where to mount this down to. I think I might just let it sit here for now until I get everything up and running, and then try to mount it somewhere. But we got to run this all the way back through. Same with negative wire. So yeah, just gonna try to figure out the best way. Probably bound to the frame, kind of right, pass it down through here, and try to avoid. Don't want to be too close to the engine due to heat, so I'm gonna try to keep them as far away as possible from the engine. Got my sweet glasses on, so I'm under the truck and the dirt is falling all over me. I'm not getting it in my eyes. About half the wires run. Let me show you what's going on down here where we're mounting them to. So you gotta see here. So they're just getting zip tied right up to the frame. They run all along the frame and then up. Truck's a little dirty. Up through here. And I'm gonna try to get these a little further away from the shock. I'm gonna try to get something else to zip tie those off to. Comes up through here. Boom, right to the battery. When you're wiring up, you know, so they're running along the frame here. I'm gonna go up above this body mount here. And I do need to get to the other side of the truck. So I don't know if I'm gonna kind of run. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm either gonna go up this way or I'm gonna go up over that. I just don't wanna get too close to the spring, right? You wanna keep your wiring away from any moving parts. You don't want any rubbing. I'm trying to avoid any of the wire cable like fraying. So, and you also want to avoid running right next to the exhaust as well. So I think I'm going to go up that way. The muffler's got a shield on it on the top side, so that should work. Once I'm on the other side, I'll follow that frame out right there. And then there's a gas tank and it pops up right to where the hole is, right in the battery box. Above the frame, or above the body mount on the frame. Just kind of feed it through. I had it coiled up at first, trying to run it just like as a big ball. It didn't work out as smooth. So I just ended up pulling it through. You're pulling it through, try not to rub on too many things, right? You want it to be able to move freely and smoothly. If you feel like you're getting jammed up, there's a chance you might be caught on something on the frame and you don't want to fray the wire while you're pulling it through. So just be careful of that. Went with a 2 gauge, so if you Google online they have wire calculators. So I said estimated like 25 feet, 150 amps. And it came out with a 2 gauge wire. Should do the trick is what it told me. If I said 30 feet, it went to 1 gauge, which is kind of overkill, I think. I almost think 2 gauge is overkill, but. Okay, we're back. We've run all the cabling from the starter battery all the way through to the rear of the truck. This is what the final product looks like. So you can see they come out of from the bottom, like connected to the frame. They come out from down there up here. The black one, the negative terminal, connects to this side, right here. This is connecting to this, connecting the 2 batteries together. Positives connect. And then we have our battery isolator right here. So you can see right now it says there is power to it, so it is working. We're gonna go turn the truck on and hopefully this light should light up and that should say charging. All right, the truck is running. The volts now say 13.8. That's a great sign. So coming over here and the battery isolator, nice. So you can see the blue light is lit. It says charging. So that's it. That means everything, the electrical box is done. Everything's wired up. I do still have to run all the wiring for like the 12 volt water pump and the auxiliary lights are on the roof rack and stuff. All that needs to be wired up, but pretty simple stuff. So now that this is all hooked up, really cool, really nice to see. Yeah, worked out perfect. And that is how you build a battery box for the Ford Excursion. Thanks again everyone for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Definitely please subscribe, trying to grow the channel as much as we can.